Hello there. In today's video, we shall be making a comprehensive exploration of the fifth session of the Intergovernmental Negotiation Committee, INC-5, held in Busan, South Korea from November 25th to December 1st of 2024. This session was a critical juncture in the global effort to establish a legally binding treaty aimed at ending plastic pollution. My name is Jacqueline, and I share content to promote environmental awareness. The journey towards a global plastic treaty began with the United Nations Environmental Assembly (UNEA) resolution, which called for the development of an international legally binding instrument to end plastic pollution, including in the marine environment. The urgency of this initiative is underscored by the escalating plastic pollution crisis, with projections indicating that plastic production could triple by 2060 if current trends continue. As INC-5 continued, it concluded with several notable developments, which included Chair's text. This is where delegates agreed to use the Chair's text as the basis for future negotiations. This document, prepared by the INC Chair, incorporates elements such as bans and phase-outs of certain harmful plastic products and chemicals, improved language on product design, and an alignment of financial flows with the treaty's objectives. There was also postponement of the agreement. Despite intensive discussions, delegates recognized the need for more time to address divergent views and refine the treaty's framework. As a result, the session was adjourned with plans to convene in this year, 2025. In regard to contention, several critical issues led to a deadlock in the negotiations, which included the scope of the treaty. A significant divide emerged between the High Ambition Coalition, the HAC, advocating for a comprehensive treaty addressing the entire plastics life cycle, and a group of oil-producing nations including Saudi Arabia, Russia, and Iran, which preferred focusing solely on waste management and recycling. Then we had the plastic production limits. Over 100 countries supported legally binding reductions in plastic production. However, fossil fuel producing nations opposed these measures, arguing that the treaty should not include production caps. When it came to financing mechanisms, developing nations expressed concerns about their ability to implement treaty provisions without adequate financial and technological support. They called for mechanisms to facilitate technology transfer and funding, but wealthier nations were hesitant to commit to significant financial resources without a clear framework for action. The debates really brought out the importance of sovereignty as well as its relation to the management of one's country's resources. When it came to the positions countries held on different matters, countries showcased varying stances, where the High Ambition Coalition, HAC, comprising of over 100 nations, including the EU, UK, Canada, and many other African and Latin American countries, advocated for the treaty that includes commitments to reduce plastic production and phase out harmful chemicals. On the other hand, high oil producing nations opposed production cuts, favoring waste management solutions instead. Moreover, the United States faced criticism for not backing mandatory measures to limit plastic production, aligning more closely with the positions of fossil fuel producing countries. As far as civil society organizations went to express their concerns, environmental groups highlighted the need for a treaty that addresses the full life cycle of plastics, emphasizing that more work is needed to deliver an effective agreement. Indigenous leaders further supported the environmental group's sentiments while expressing disappointment with the negotiation process, feeling excluded from contributing meaningfully to the discussions. As we look ahead, the negotiations will resume in 2025, with the venue yet to be announced. The focus remains on resolving outstanding issues, including the treaty's scope, production limits, and financial mechanisms. The Chair's text will serve as the starting point for these future discussions. The policy formulation is one that is long and extensive, but highly necessary. The global treaty to end plastic pollution is complex and fraught with challenges. However, the collective efforts of nations, civil society, and industry stakeholders continues to drive progress towards a sustainable future. With that said, that's the end of this video. Thank you for joining us in this critical discussion. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What is your take on plastic? And do you think that we can achieve a plastic-free world? Until next time, take care and stay green. For more insights, check out the Green Revolution page on Twitter and Instagram. Together, we can be part of the solution. Thank you.